December 22nd, 2018, 4,500 inquiries have come in. We do not know how to make money off this. All we know is that selling my house in Garrawilla Avenue in North Kellyville was not what we were going to do with 4,500 inquiries. There was a business here. Prior to this journey of going bankrupt, Give Kindly was the focus. I was trying to relaunch it again after failing multiple times. I had the garage full. I had borrowed money off an ex-client who was quite good to us. Shout out to that person. We paid him back recently. He's an absolutely incredible human being who supported us from day one. It was at this point we were pushing Give Kindly so hard, and I was trying to sell my properties to get some more cash to bring something up. My debt was so high. My expenses were so high because we decided to pay back our clients. Multiple properties that weren't selling, including the house we were living in, we were under pressure. I put on a post online, wire what you can buy, deposit finance provided, 4,500 inquiries together. The only plan for that house was to give my equity as a deposit loan and have them fund 80%. We quickly realized that we couldn't make that happen because 4,500 people fighting for one property was a missed opportunity. On December 23rd, 2018, after a night of responding to those requests, I called one of our developers in Queensland, HomeCorp, and I asked for a favor. They were selling stock in Pimpama. Back then, it was quite cheap. It was going for $460, $470. Those same pieces of stock right now go for 1.1, 1.2. And we asked them, on those $460, $470, can they provide us with a commission of $50,000 so we can be able to provide 10% plus stamp duty? He wasn't instantly willing, but with the support of the director, Ron Bickey, who I give a lot of credit for his innovation, said, yes, we can do it. We then put that property to a client. The client said yes, and we sold and exchanged our first contract by December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. We have something. We still don't know how to properly monetize it because we put all of our money into that deal. We made a slither of funds, and again, my debt was significant at this point. We were in a lot of trouble. And to one of our other clients who said, I love this idea. I'm going to invest, but I need my money back. I'm not here for the long term. I'm here to support you to get a start. January 2nd, this client gave us money, and we're absolutely indebted to her and her husband who put that money together. They gave us the money to start and build the opportunity. We still didn't know how we were going to do this. The first iteration of WPF Holdings, and I will tell you how it works today, was that we would get you into the picture, put you in front of another financial planner, get you structured, set up, and get you perfect as an incubator before we took you to the finance piece. So we sent them to a financial planner. The financial planner, because of the new legislation, could not charge them all out of superannuation. He charged them a payment plan. So that payment plan was designed for the clients to basically pay them over time for their financial advice. The financial planner did not do their job. They were slow as anything, and we were bleeding money dramatically. It took 3 months to get a plan across the line, whereas in our previous firm, we were doing it in 3 to 4 weeks. Things were getting tricky. Things were getting difficult. Then one of my colleagues who was working commission only at the time said, well, why don't we just charge them that monthly fee and put that towards a property, taking off the commission so we're cash flowed properly? That's a fantastic idea. So we started charging clients $400 a week. And in that $400 a week, that was going to go back towards a deposit. We started getting traction. We were making money and we were cash flowing this properly. And as we were cash flowing this, we were getting clients successfully into properties. Everything was going incredibly well. And we're building our team, and we're acquiring different parts to our business in terms of a real estate arm who is actually going to be qualified to sell the property. At this stage as well, unfortunately, my co-founder got stage 4 cancer. He was forced to go into chemotherapy, and we were forced to do things solo. But he insisted on working while he was getting his treatment. Thank God, he's in remission and he's doing perfectly well and still fighting like hell to build this company towards our target of exit. So he was working from his chemo couch, getting treatment, still doing the accounts, still working operations. He's our COO today and major shareholder. While that was going on, we're acquiring groups and getting lots of people into properties. We were successful at our goal. Everything was going well. Our recurring revenue was large, and that money was being invested to grow the business. Life is all fantastic. Pause. COVID comes. Everything we had worked to was falling away. Client after client after client was now exiting and saying, we have to pause payment. We're concerned about our costs. And we were terrified. I didn't want to go through this again. I didn't want to lose everything again. It's so bloody hard. But something magical happened. We just realized the world went to Zoom calls and Skype. So we instantly made a decision to shift to being a national company, broaden our reach, and start doing more. So we started bringing in client after a client after a client after a client. And we were taking their monthlies and monthlies and monthlies. And we had a sales manager from Brisbane who left on bad terms, doesn't like me very well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see him in the comments yelling at me at some point. And he left after getting multiple clients on board and was concerned. Problem was, post-COVID, we had all these clients paying us monthly. The cost of property started going through the bloody roof. And then interest rate rise, interest rate rise, interest rate rise. And all of our clients who previously serviced, and we serviced them, no longer serviced. We had in our document that if we can't get you a property, we will pay you your money back. We went from being incredibly well off to now sorting out the payment back of clients. Now, there were some clients who we could get a property for that chose not to. Unfortunately for those clients, we put in a lot of work for them and we had them their approvals and ready to go, but them deciding not to meant we kept their money because obviously they were good to go. We had to have the agreement to suggest that if we were working for you and we could get you the property and we got you the property, then obviously you chose not to. We were not going to work for free for 2 years. But out of 730 people who were paying us a weekly fee to be a part of the program, at that point in time, we refunded 724 people. 724 people were paid back on that term. A total of $1.5 million was paid back in cash flow at a time of crisis where it was harder to get clients in. End the story. We'll pick up from there. Top of this page, you'll see the link to the next episode. Subscribe to watch more and press the next link.